I'm also gonna hit record, so I will be able to post that on YouTube. All right, let's start. Hello,
Hello.
how is your day?
Good. Yes.
It's going good as well. So, what do we want to look at today?
Uh, so just it was a bit spontaneous, but
Mhm.
I got a few codes. I think it can work, but
Yeah,
I'm not sure if it are good codes.
yeah, we can take a look at whatever you want to. What have you been practicing so far?
Situational, more flanking or maintaining the flanking and trying to 180 flanked enemies.
Right. So, how that went for you?
So. Sometimes it was still a bit better to go back to the team, but it's very situational.
Right, right. Of course. Yeah, I think it depends. Definitely depends. Maybe we can kind of dive in a little bit deeper, see what are the exact situations when you need to go back to your team, what are the situations when you kind of maintain the flank control. But yeah, if you want to focus on the Tracer a little bit more, we can do that. If you want to focus on the other hero, we can also focus on that. Just up to you. What do you want to do?
To be honest, I prefer to just focus on Tracer. In my opinion, Kree and Socha are easier to learn by myself, but Tracer is a bit more mechanical, not mechanical, I mean macro gameplay, which is harder to learn.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. Okay. I am screen sharing. Can you see my stream just fine? Is it working for you?
It's loading. Yeah, it works.
Okay, perfect. This recording is also going to be on Twitch just in case you want to watch that later. But now, let's see. Let's start. Well, you playing in Hollywood. Here it's the Tracer and you an attack as well. Okay, what are you looking for? Well, maybe starting with how do you maintain the flank control? What are the positions you can try to take right at the start?
Mainly left side
Meaning the left side, yeah, sure. Maybe kind of,
because of the big half back on.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can try to maintain that area around the HP pack. Maybe you can move a little bit further towards their spawn, just kind of using those spaces in this room as well. You maintain this room and then try to engage the rest of the enemy team. But yeah, just make sure you time the pressure. Let's see. And so here is just I assume just waiting, right? There's a little bit of shooting. Right. Well, what do you think?
Well, yeah, it just happened.
Right, right. But
So
see,
yeah.
why it happens though? Because I think there's a high chance you might die there. Well, first of all, you don't know what they run, right? It's quite important when we this rank especially. You're trying to remove all of this like sudden death before the fight. So I think what can you do so this will not happen in the future? What do you think?
I guess waiting for a longer time until you see the tab characters.
Yeah, yeah. It might be that you can potentially also wait for your tank's rotation. Yeah, once they do something, some of the attention starts pointing towards them. You can try to cross a little bit more comfortably. Usually, they will bait the initial abilities as well. If there's anything, any sort of one shot, yeah, it might be Widowmaker, it might be Hanzo, but you don't know that, yeah. So you have to be careful. I guess just try to take advantage of whoever is distracting on your team a little bit more. Position wise as well. Well, it's also kind of setting up. Maybe get to the corner, go here, and then try to shoot as a priority. I think rather than shoot instantly. But this happens. You just I guess still important at our level. Yeah, we're even trying to like sneak as much value as possible. See how can we avoid those sudden deaths there. Okay, going for the flank control, sure, and then you lean towards this HP back. Some decent pressure. Alright, get the Mercy, get the Moira. Yeah, it's looking good overall. Just seems like a little bit more patience with the shots. Try to make sure, this is what I like to call, you have better trigger discipline in those cases. So you will see when you're doing all of this patch here, this makes sense to me. I think that's good enough. But then when you go on this mercy, for example, see how some of the bullets they're missing, yeah, because you're moving your crosshair kind of from the left to the right, yeah. You see that?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. So usually in
I
those,
should do more mirror movement probably.
exactly, yeah, exactly. You want to try to make it as easy as possible for you to hit, especially if they're not looking at you here as much. The mirror movement can help. So you just pay attention to, well, not moving your cross as the first priority, but kind of do the movement aim first. And then later, you can also predict where the enemy is going to move towards. Usually, they try to move towards some sort of cover. Let's say here, the Mercy, if she most likely is going to move towards that doorway, that is something you can predict. That is something you can think about just where she's gonna go. Take your time and shoot. Yeah, no, do not shoot right away.
Mhm.
Mm. This is still decent pressure, I think. Overall, was good flank as well. You didn't give up that position for quite a long time. You did maintain the flank control. That was reasonable.
Yeah, I think I just need to learn the what's the English word for it?
Mm. What was
How long I
yeah,
can maintain a flank for the longest
right,
possible of time.
right, yeah, okay, yeah, sure. That's reasonable. Let's keep looking. So one thing already, whatever we mentioned, yeah, whenever you're doing the rotations to the flanks, something to look for in the future. Whenever your tank is rotating, you can make your own rotation as well, or maybe the characters with high mobility as well. Sometimes they can just distract the enemy team a little bit. You can be more comfortable when walking, but yeah, usually rotation when attention is on tank. I think was the biggest one. Let's see if this appears later, but oh, my bad. 1 second. Okay. What do you think about your position here to the left? What's your opinion?
I think generally right side is better, but I wasn't quite sure with the dive possibility there.
Hmm.
Because we have a weak dive team actually. So I thought because you're poking, I should go to the left side if someone is low HP. Maybe it
Mhm.
gets called, but no one
Mm,
called it
mm,
actually.
Yeah, you just kind of your team is pushing this right side room. Yeah, so it seems like this flank opportunity now. It's only go all the way left side here,
Yeah.
which is reasonable. That can happen. That's fine. Let's see. Definitely gotta be more careful about when you going towards the main lane. I think you instantly see if this happens.
So
This pressure towards the room, for example, I think probably lean towards here instantly. So you can potentially catch somebody off guard, kind of cut off the enemy defensive rotation right away. You see what I'm saying? Yeah.
yeah, I wasn't sure. Am I pushing the payload in this
Yeah,
moment?
you do, but then you try to join the fight, right? You see, like you try to maybe push somebody from from the enemy team. Yeah, you just don't want to lean towards the main lane here. I think yeah, go somewhere on the side. You cannot take the right side, so you gotta take left side maybe, right? Kind of like that. Just because with this rotation here, now you miss on some resources which could be useful when you maintain your flank position and distract an enemy team. And if you do, then your team can walk more forward, just in case. Does it make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, I should have gone earlier off the crowd, I think. Wasn't sure how long I should stay on the card for the pushing on the payload.
Well, I think mainly it's just when the fight is about to start, you can make a decision. It's just about when most of your team is kind of doing something in the map, you should try to prioritize contributing to what they do. But you have to do it from the flank, position still, ideally, unless there is a high chance for you to get a kill on somebody inside this room. Maybe let's say the Winston's getting really low. Well, maybe you can commit the cooldowns, but be careful. Yeah, you gotta.
So would you raid a flank and leave the car alone, or would you push
Yes.
it a bit?
Yes. You want to always, as I mentioned, prioritize map control first, making sure your resources are in a place when the fight happens. Yeah, let's put it this way. Why you pushing the cart a lot of times as a tracer is that you high mobility. You have a lot of a lot of opportunities to get on top of the enemies because of your blinks, right? But when the fight happens, you have to be there though. Yeah, so let's say the fight happens here in the room. Let's go left and take the fight there now. So you don't have to push the cart anymore. It just was for this short period of time, maybe when you didn't have a fight. And you probably, most of the time, people don't fight there. Anyway, you just allow your teammates to kind of set up, walk towards the, just past this doorway, take the space on the map, and then you can fight. Yeah, usually that's what happens. But you have to recognize, yeah, when the fight happens, I don't think you, if there's an opportunity for you to fight, I don't think you stay in the cart. Does it make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Nice.
I'm not sure if you're lagging maybe sometimes in the voice. If you're having high ping.
Let me see. It says 4 milliseconds ping. I hear that sometimes you was lagging. Well, I can try to change the
Could be me.
server for you, but yeah, it's just. Let me see the stream quality. It's not going down or up. Well, maybe if it's lagging for you, just in case, you can also watch the stream. I guess just like I can remove the recording here. Might be that, but yeah, I don't know. Can you hear me well just fine? Just good enough?
Yeah, I can understand you.
Interesting. Well, I can try to fix some of the server settings potentially. Maybe it will help, but yeah, just had a lesson. Didn't have any problems. Let me see.
Yeah, it works anyway. I just wanted to ask if you maybe have a high ping, but I think it's about me again. I'm generally having a bad internet.
I see. Okay, well, just in case, you can always watch the recording later. There's no problem. All right. I can try to reduce the quality for you. Maybe it's gonna be a little bit better. I'm gonna try that. I think that's one of the best things I can do. I'm just gonna stream in 720. See if it works.
Yeah.
Nice, perfect. Okay, so the main point there was when your team is fighting, try to take opportunity to fight, lean towards map control, usually try to fight for valuable positions with your team first, and control the payload second. There are gonna be times, though, you might notice on some maps like maybe Dorado, for instance, a lot of times you might push the payload no matter what, and don't fight with your team because you don't have as much verticality. Yeah, usually what happens on Dorado second point, for example, is your team that will try to push the top high ground on the second point, but because you cannot get there with your blinks, it doesn't matter how many blinks you use, it's still gonna be really tough, you know?
So in short, if I can contribute to the fight, I should leave the payload alone.
Yes, that's what I'm saying, yeah. And there might be situations, maybe on the radar somebody drops, you instantly can try to capitalize of it. That's what I think, yeah. See where, when your team is fighting, try to do something with them. It's good enough. You know, going around, sure. And then we should stabilize a little while they are... This is where the situation changed. Well, your first of all, the enemy is kind of actively committing coalescence. Well, your team, you have to reset a little, but what do you think about your position? Should it be staying inside the left room, or are there any other opportunities for you to maintain the flank potentially?
Technically, I can go behind to the big health pack.
Sure. So it's behind all the way, kind of going all the way right side room here?
Yeah, just getting to the big health pack and maybe going high ground.
Right.
But again, I'm not sure who would push the payload again after that.
Well, who's pushing the payload now, right? Well. To be honest, to be honest, the fight is about to start, right? Let's put it this way. You,
Yeah, I should fight.
yeah. So it's kind of you pushing the payload most of the time when your character cannot do much as well on the map. Yeah, like when there are not many opportunities for you. Let's say here, for example, there is an opportunity for you to take a flank, so you can go for it. And on the other hand, there's a character like Hanzo on your team who cannot take any space on the map. Actually, yeah, like if they could be taking valuable space, yeah, then it might make sense to push the card. See again, Dorada example. Yeah, maybe your team is designed just really good team, a lot of divers in your team where they can easily take the top high ground, right? It makes sense for you to push the point. But here, you see, like, who can literally take space on the map, right? With your team.
Actually, only Sari and me right now. So would you go
Yes.
to the lift, or where would you go?
I think it's definitely lean towards one of in this direction, and all these micros where you would be depends. I think if you have time, you can look for high ground setup, even better because you can always recall back and have higher quality position. Yeah, you have this kind of capability to take the HP pack in the future as well. I think this is really really good most of the time, but
Okay.
at least lean towards this direction. Yeah, if your team starts fighting soon, then you can join the fight quicker. If not, then you can kind of prolong the rotation and try to go up there, I think. But it definitely shouldn't be here. Nobody else can take space on the map. So I'm just gonna write down. Let's put it this way. Well, you gotta think. Yeah, think who is taking space here, like who is gonna get more value? Yeah, like who's gonna get more value when you taking space on the map? Yeah, if you think it's you, yeah, if the opportunity is for you to flank, usually go for that. Yeah, if there are no opportunities for you to flank, maybe there's some sort of tricky high ground, you cannot get there usually, then you let your team do something first,
Alright.
push the point second, I think.
I see your point.
Mm-hmm. Shooting the monkey, sure. He's overcommitting, kind of hitting there, so that's alright. Here we go up. That's fine. Might get their mercy there. That's alright. I was just thinking, can you do something to kind of disrupt this mercy in between the rotation? I don't think you can. It was staying just fine, kind of in between the Genji and the mercy there, so that was alright. And they actually kill her at the end and recall back to this position. I think it's good overall. You know, something to think about though. Whenever you disengage, whenever you're trying to maintain the flank control, doesn't matter if you push in or you pull back, try to look for less linear movement. So what I mean by that is it's not necessarily only movement where you move left and right and straight, but watch your blinks as well. When you blink in this direction, right? Where do you expect the enemy to look next? Yeah, like where the attention is gonna be. You see that where they're looking currently, right? They're looking at you. They're looking at this direction. Okay, and your idea with last linear movement is to try to throw off the attention a little bit more, if you can, so you can survive longer. So where should you be moving towards? What your last linear movement should be looking like?
So you mean I should have gone to the right side, maybe on a trail or something?
It can be. So your first blink when you do this, it can be going towards the gel, but again, here you probably it's gonna be that the first blink will throw off the aim. I would just be more careful and see can I survive there in the gel? Maybe you can. I think you have the cover, right? So you probably by the time you get there, you just in two blinks, You can kind of hide and wait, and maybe they will not kill you. But this is the time where it's probably might be complicated for you to exactly go towards the flank, you know, because you have limited resources. Let's put it this way: you don't have recall, so it might be hard for you to go towards the flank. But at least in this situation, trying to think about, well, how can I survive, right? Let's say when you committed big pressure, you did quite a good job, yeah? You got the mercy. Trying to think how you live longer, at least by doing this. So let's say I'm trying to dodge these guys, even though you're moving towards the team, let it be looking like maybe this way, yeah? Maybe one blink is on this side, like maybe towards the cover, so it's like a little bit more like to this side, and then to this, yeah, instead of it being like in the one line, sort of, yeah. It might be also you go to jail, yeah. Your first blink will solve the attention. The second blink, however, you still probably maintain on the same side, but try to ideally do more zigzag kind of rotation, you know, to throw off the aim a little bit more. Because now you make it easy for them. You blink on one direction, and there's a high chance they will hit you no matter what.
Okay.
Okay, let's continue. So I'm just gonna write down less in your rotation when looking to maintain the positions.
Just coughing a bit.
That's alright. That's alright. Okay. Well, this is a good initial flank position, I think. What do you think about the? What went wrong here? Why are you getting forced out too quick at this point of time?
I'm not quite sure that I didn't fully see it. Can you play it again?
No. So see that, and you take the elevator, and go in for the pressure, and then we're out of the recall.
For some reason, I was afraid of a one shot from Echo.
Right. There's a high chance, I think, you might
She
die
was damage
there.
boosted as well
Right.
there.
Right. But see, is it the best time for you to start the pressure on this? Yeah. What's your opinion? Maybe is there a better time for you to do something similar pressure to this Hagen here?
I don't think so.
What ideal timing looks for you, for the most part? How it looks like? What are you looking for in general?
In general, I wanted to focus on Mercy.
Mhm.
I don't know what else I should have done. I think actually it was the best way to track the enemy team.
It was the best to do what, sorry?
To stay there and fight the Mercy.
Yeah, no, I think your target priority is fine. So this one, target priority is fine. Okay, target priority T, that is fine. Your position is fine. Your angle is really good, right? But I think you're getting forced out too quick. You cannot maintain this position for really long enough because all the attention goes to you. Why is that the case?
But what if I would have get one shot it again?
Yeah, exactly. And that's really scares me. You cannot engage at this time. That's what I think. It's not the best time for you to start the pressure. You see that?
Okay.
You wanna try to find the moments whenever you're doing something. Well, fundamental rule is always when I would always say when your team is active, you gotta be active as well, but it can kind of be more specific about the space, yeah, where you're fighting. So let's say all this here, it's a big resource, okay? This position is a resource. All these guys holding around this, let's call it yellow space, it's a resource, okay? What you want to do is to try to catch the enemy team and kind of between the rotation. Let's say they start committing their resources more actively towards your space here, because your ultimate goal is to push the card, yeah? Let's say some of the resources go towards the card. Then you might start applying your own pressure. And that is where you can catch them off guard, kind of in between the rotation, yeah? They will have to split the attention between this group here, this group 1, and this group 2. But now they can choose a fight. Now they can just fight you and fight this group 1 later. You see what I'm saying? They're not making a commitment yet. I think you have to wait for some sort of commitment. But what is that exactly? Well, commitment. Yeah, how do you understand if they commit towards your team? What is that about?
Well, I can hear them walking to the team.
Sure. Okay. So it's just simply walking kind of in their space. Okay. When I'm waiting for commitment, I'm just gonna put it this way. If they walk, okay, that is one. Might be also if they use cooldowns, something like that. You see the Echo, she has actually using flight, right? That is something to keep an eye on. But especially if they start using the offensive cooldowns, yes, something. Maybe Winston uses the jump, Genji uses the dash, Echo uses beam and bombs altogether. You can start committing your own pressure. Because now the attention will not be on you. You will not be scared because of the one shot of the Echo as well. I see now they kind of turn it to you and then they forcing you out quickly. But you see, this is the most ideal time for you to fight, I think. Wait for this to happen. This is an example. Yeah, they make a commitment and then fight would be much better. Fight the mercy similar way you did. Sometimes patience is more important. Do you see why it's valuable? Yeah, does it make sense to you?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
I understand.
Yeah, nice. And this what exactly kind of patience there, I think it can actually allow you to maintain the flank longer, it seems like. All this here is just the end of the fight. Bump is not necessary, but it's alright. Okay. Oh, we start here. Well, their monkey died. This is better. You see that. You see why the attention is not going to you. The enemy, they're actually making a commitment. First of all, they're using ultimates. Second, well, their tank died, obviously, so you have more freedom to do something, but that's what you're looking for, a little bit more. Just when there's more commitment, that allows you to maintain the flank longer. Some of the small things there, maybe. Just probably try to steal this HP back. Well, did you? Let me see. Oh, you did. Nice. Okay, that's fine. You can potentially try to trade a little bit more HP if possible. if they point attention towards you, but I think there was enough. You dropped less than a half HP. That was good enough. I don't think you can. You have to risk it because there's also a Helix potentially from the enemy Echo copy. So that was alright. Helix does a lot of bursts, so gotta be more careful with that for sure. Okay, your team is stalling the point there. That's fine. A bit chaotic there. You maintain this here, sure. You have the HP back, that makes sense. You probably can win this. Are you gonna clutch it? Let's see. Yeah, really tough actually. It was interesting. So what happened there? Yeah, you have the two ultimates. It can be doable. Yeah, if your Mauga uses the ultimate there, I think. So it's just becomes kind of... they have 4 members, and then you have 2 ultimates. It's just... Technically, I like to say it's 4v4 because of the 2 ultimates, you know? One ultimate equals 1 man, equals 1 kill. So actually possible to win. Just a little bit hard because they have closer spawn. That's fine, I think. The intention to go to put the pools there is fine. As soon as you see cage, I think it's good. If you don't see cage, you don't use your pools bomb probably. Yeah, that was a chance to win it, definitely. Okay. Some of the other pressure there, and then you go back to this side. Oh, well, what's your opinion on this? Is there a possibility for you to look for more value during all of this. So I understand you kind of start the pressure here and then you blink through, going towards the echo. But what's your thoughts? Is there a higher value play? Especially with your position, starting with that. What's your opinion?
Probably it would have been better to wait somewhere on the left top side right now until my team engages. My initial reason was to do that for the one clip potential. I wasn't sure if they expected that.
Sure, sure. Can be reasonable, I think. Yeah, sometimes the tracer, especially in a pro play, might see if there's a one clip potential, they just go in quickly, recall back. I just think, do you know Echo use her cooldowns there though? Yeah, you kind of know. Okay, there's flight. She just used that. I'll definitely be more concerned about this though, even though she's down cooldowns, because there's a high opportunity for her to receive a lot of peel from, first of all, it's Diva, second, it might be Mercy, even the Moira. So I think, let's put it this way. Maybe trying to look for one clip opportunities just like that, like you did, because it makes sense sometimes, right? But try to do that when the target's more isolated, maybe. Yeah, when there's just no too many opportunities for the target to receive all of this attention. Yeah, A, B, even C potentially can help. That is way too much, I think. Yeah, maybe if it's just one member, maybe if it's just Diva who is able to help this echo, maybe you can take a risk. But I think now it's way too risky. Yeah, seems like to me. What's your opinion?
Yeah, you're right.
Yes, with this you have to experiment. I think there's no like exactly one clear answer, but I definitely think this is way too much. You have to reduce the variables. Maybe 1, 2 is enough, but definitely not 3. If there are 3 things to help the target, then you don't go for this play, because now you don't have recall and you're not able to maintain the flying comfortably when your team is gonna set up, right? You're just doing all this pressure, you don't have recall. There's a high chance for you to, first of all, die, of course, but second, it's harder for you to exactly take valuable positions and survive. So you die kind of early there. Touching the card. What was the intention there? Just kind of try to
C9.
maybe C9, yeah. Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's put it this way. I think you can do this. You can C9, but here there's a commitment from the enemy team. If they do commit something, then you can try to do that. Confirm that there's something happening, yeah? Enemies committing cooldowns. It might be Diva Flight, it might be, again, Genji Dash, something like that. Make sure there's this first. Don't be like instantly go for this. Yeah, maybe wait 1-2 seconds, confirm if there's something, and then go in. Because now they kind of actually saw you there, right? Oh, the Diva saw you there. Right, that's why. I see. That's why it's also important, right? Yeah, who knows? Because you wait 1-2 seconds, because they might know you're there suddenly, because they trying to push you. You're not gonna get forced to use your recall too early. You might just look to maintain this position a little bit longer. This room here, yeah, because you have the HP pack and you have the recall for the actual fight. Yeah, probably take a time. And theirs might be also your one clip potential, who knows? Just sneaking bits of value from every play. Well, understandable the intention, right? You need to look for the kill. Mechanically, though, a little bit poorly executed. Okay, let's put it this way: you because you want to wait for some sort of commitment against the Mercy. You see, when is the best time for you would be to start the pulse bomb? Maybe. What's your opinion?
Probably when she already gonna run the corner to make it quicker.
Okay. Okay.
Here to throw, it would be too risky, I think. because she
Mhm.
would have around 1 second to dodge the pulse bomb from the air.
Right, right. That's what I think. You have to kind of try to play around the Guardian Angel. Yeah, try to make sure you forcing it first with the normal pressure. It's either you or your team that do that, and then try to commit the pulse bomb. Because now it's definitely not gonna work when you drop shoot, and then she's gonna fly away. There's 100% she's gonna fly away. She's looking into this direction, trying to fly away. Even yeah, you have to wait. Probably. Well, maybe you don't pulse bomb the Mercy at all. Who knows? But maybe you can search for the better target just slightly later. Yeah, you have some seconds, but still more important, kind of mechanically. But this is how the maybe there is a chance also when you was in the high ground right after this, you have the pulse bomb. She used the flight. I think she just did right there, right? Oh, actually she didn't. She was just falling through. Okay, so it's probably just at this point of time. That's when you could have done. But it's harder for you to track from this point, yeah, because she's behind the wall. Hmm. Well, so probably just hold them down right after here. Hmm. Look for better opportunity. You see some sort of commitment, and then do something. Okay. I actually winning this, or it's just a cage. So yeah, I don't think so. It seems so chaotic here as well. Actually got you another pulse bomb here too. Let's see, mechanically.
I missed
Iruda's,
it.
you kind of distract the Genji there. Once he's not looking at you, look for the pulse, sure. That's alright, I think just one of the things to keep in mind from our previous point, just same, you can make some connection with the trigger discipline. Try to take a little bit more time for you to do something. This big burst pressure with the pulse, and anticipate that the enemy is probably gonna move towards the cover, so you'll not miss that. So see, if you just slow down with your pressure as well. All of this pressure. Okay, now you start blinking back, and then you aim towards the right. There's no need. Usually they will try to move towards the cover, so slightly to the left. I think if especially against this Genji here, they probably saw you blinking behind, so they expect you behind, so there's only one way for them to dodge, yeah? If they use horizontal movement here, try to move towards the left crate, yeah, towards the left box. Something to anticipate, I think. So it's gonna make it a little bit easier mechanically. Even though just really fast, I think, still can be something to take advantage of. Okay. Was long fight. Do you have any questions so far, maybe? Or everything's clear so far?
It's clear. It's clear.
Right, good. So our main takeaways were a little bit better timing. There was one. A commitment if enemy walk. Okay. If enemy walk, use cooldowns, then you can do something. Also was just about the rotations. When the attention is on the tank, you can make the rotations as well. Think who is taking space, and should you be taking space, or should you let your team take space? And less linear rotations with your blinks. Right. Not what it seems like. Maybe let's get more examples with less rotations, with less linear rotations with your blinks, I think. Maybe we're gonna see something here. Okay. So this is a usual position, I think, kind of staying on the right side behind this wall is usually valuable. Well, you gotta pick. Why do you keep staying here?
I'm afraid of one shots.
Afraid
I
of...
didn't want to overcommit because the fight was already safe, and I don't think I had a reason to show myself.
Cannot, well, cannot you push up against their composition at this point of time?
could have been possible, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. Definitely have to. You have to take advantage of that. Of course, there's a chance for you to get a one shot from Orisa Spear, but if you have reasonable distance against her, it should be fine. Genji's, again, it's mostly about the distance, maintaining the good sight line on him, and should be good enough too. Probably your rotation. Well, what do you think? What your rotation should be looking like at this point? I got 2 picks, so your team wants to push up. Where do you go?
I wouldn't directly go somewhere, I guess. I would just watch if someone is able to be killed and recall.
Just watch from where exactly?
Actually, where Mauga stays.
Okay. Well, but is there opportunity, because our main sim was trying to date to maintain the flank positions? Maybe is there an opportunity for you to lean towards more flank control at this point of time?
Would be the left side building.
Yeah, yeah. Might be the left side building here. Even this, yeah. Leveraging the stairs, it's even better. But definitely, I don't think you have to be stuck on main at this point of time. You definitely have to push, try to lean towards the flank control if possible, and you're just gonna be buying more time. Yeah, with every kill, you're getting more time in your bank. Yeah, you're just gonna be also farming your own resources too. You're gonna be farming your pulse bomb for the next fight. Because now there's a chance if somebody from your team actually overpushes that while you're not pushing, you actually might lose that too. Let's say your soldier dies for some reason and you use 3 or 5, there might be a chance where you guys might be losing that, but there's just no point. You have to take advantage of the picks your team's got. I think your rotation can be left building and then go here usually. This is more scam rotation. You actually can be even pushing their spawn here too, but then you would be using maybe this lab building, for example. And this is how you look at it. You constantly short sideline rotations, just like that. If we're going forward, I go forward as well. But I don't do that through main lanes. I just do it from the lanes on the side, usually, where the HP packs are as well. This is kind of your rotation, I think, most of the time. Yeah, just like that, and then go back, maybe go all the way here if you're not comfortable walking through here, or you can just walk back here, hold this location, then go back towards this HP pack. I think it's this. You see that, actually, yeah? The enemy eventually, they were able to turn this around somehow, yeah? We were playing, we kept playing there, and actually your soldier, I predicted that, your soldier died. I told you, he's gonna die. But this always happens, when there's just, maybe you're not taking advantage of that. Just not taking advantage of that push. You have to. That's alright. Now at this point you can be more patient, of course. When your team starts pushing up, you leverage this position here, start shooting something, sure. See, there's a way for you to stay here a little bit longer. Yeah, what do you think? When you start approaching the point, is there a way for you to just maintain the shorter sightline a little bit more comfortably? What's your opinion? Because you instant your responses, you done the one clip, right? You done the clip on this Moira, and then you go back. My question is, can you increase the uptime somehow without putting yourself in danger here too much as well? What can you do? Starting with your position again.
I thought this is the best way because I wasn't sure if someone is at the stairs. I didn't know if Soch is moving to the stairs or keeps up there.
Okay, well, So this is a concern if somebody's gonna be there, sure. But can't you maintain some sort of position where you're not as exposed to the stairs, potentially? Like, you see that? So, for example, here, it's just kind of common scenario. Whenever you fight, if you have low uptime, for whatever reason, watch if you do this rotations. You do sometimes it's common if people go forward or go back for no reason, but try to see how can you go side to the side. So either go left and right to try to maintain your range. And see here, if maybe I use this box as my first intention. Yeah, you do the pressure on the Moira, makes sense. But then instead of me instantly going towards the back and using the blink, what if I try to stay here and just do this slight movement to the left and have high uptime this way while being safe as well? You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Instead of doing this unnecessary move, going back there. Does it make sense to you? Like, could you be maintaining this crate here, or maybe even leaning towards here somewhere?
I think that would be dangerous again, further out because of Surge, but the rubbish container could work.
Yeah, I think this container is fine, probably. So let's put it this way: your first intention. Just gonna call it something like, let's call it movement, yeah, because we had less linear movement. So this movement. First intention is to move right or left towards the cover. And only later, you can move back or forward. Because it's common. Whenever you don't feel safe, you kind of run away, run back. But now your instincts should be leaning towards how can I take the closest cover to me, but moving left and right first, and then going back if necessary. Yeah, let's say you actually receive some sort of pressure from the surge or mercy, then you go back. Yeah, but why it's more valuable is because you force some attention towards you. Yeah, you actually force these guys to look at you this way, so your team can walk forward towards the point. It's gonna be much more comfortable for them. That's alright. Just slightly higher uptime, it seems. Of this, who knows? You have high uptime, maybe you get your pulse bomb faster. You get your pulse bomb faster, you might get a pick with that, and then a snowball. Like here you got it. You just, who knows, maybe you get it slightly later. Nice pulse bomb though. Nice. That was really close though. They almost got the point there. That's good. This position initially is quite nice. I like it. Let's see. What do you think about the timing of your pressure? Is it good enough? What's your opinion?
I actually think yes.
Yeah.
Risa use defensive.
Yes. Yes. Exactly. I think this is good. That's what you're looking for. It's one of these better examples here. They make some sort of commitment. They use cooldowns. They entered in your space. They walk. So this is much better. Nice. I mean, just comparing to some of the previous points where you've been fighting for the second high ground. This is better. Maybe. Just polish that even more. Kind of wait for the Sarissa to kind of cross this corner a little bit more. But this is decent. Of course, you can polish everything, whatever you want. But, you know, just kind of waiting for them to get on the sidelines of where most of our resources are. Usually it's the most impactful. So now they have to make the choice where to go. But this is decent. And I actually maintained the flying control there too, with the HP pack and everything. Fighting for the high ground, sure. Valuable position. Some of the attention on Mercy. Fighting the Surgeon. That's fine. Yeah, I think we did it right there. For the most part, I think. Oh, they go after you, sure. Try to chase you, you can survive. That is nice. But we try to lean towards this, yeah, back building there on the left if something happens. Take a high gun there, sure. Okay. What was your plan here, if you remember?
Waiting for something to happen.
Is there a way for you to be more proactive?
I don't know.
What's your opinion? Well, it's just because I think it's just maybe phrasing it this way, where a wait for something to happen might be not game changing to you. Let's put it this way. It might be complicated for you to take advantage of that. Yeah, somehow seeing what I can do in a more proactive way. So I will maybe shut down their win condition, maybe make it harder for them to push. Because now, if something, let's say they do the blade, yeah? Or maybe they do, I don't know, Moira ultimate. Sometimes it just might be complicated for you to even do something with that from where you are, from your position. But if we be more proactive, I don't know, you have the chance to abate some of their resources and maybe get a pick. Yeah, maybe disrupt their conditions early, whatever they got. Which I think seems like a little bit more passively, kind of giving them a little bit too much space. I think. Well, let's see how is that gonna go though. Well, they used two ultimates, which is alright. It just maybe I don't know. Is that possible for you to maybe move towards the more flanking position here and be more proactive? What do you think? Instead of kind of letting them walk, do their own thing. Of course, you don't want to be too aggressive, walk too deep. But is there a way for you to do something like proactively force the attention towards you? Hmm. What's your opinion?
Could have gone to the left building again, but the
Hmm.
chance was there to be killed because they were stacking.
Mm-hmm. So you don't want to get caught, I think. Yeah, for sure. You don't want to get caught. Because they probably will see you if you're gonna go inside this room. There's a high chance they will see you walking through this, at least.
Yeah.
So it might be, well, it at least maybe using this here as an option, maybe trying to sneak for quick burst of pressure when the enemy team actually commits. Yeah, having slightly better position. So see, like instead of you kind of waiting, yes, set up closer to the positions where you might make your own play, yeah, where you might have an opportunity to look for the early push bomb for whatever reason. Maybe Surgeon uses slide, maybe it's the Moira, she uses fade, maybe Orisa, she gets quite low. You're gonna be in a position to do something, maybe play around here, I think. If there is an option, I think, going this left side, once this guy's committed more, you can also do that, but this is a little bit more of not as proactive play. Yeah, you're just giving them too much options of what to do. Like try to disrupt them somehow. It's not about shooting, it's just being there. I think you still can be patient. You still can take your time.
Okay.
All right, that's good pulls mechanically. Oh, there's a Genji shooting your back. You have to react to that a little bit faster, for sure. But yeah, it's just when this happens, definitely try to throw off his aim a little more. It's a little bit unfortunate. We kind of got stuck in the this animation here. Maybe didn't hear the Genji there behind us all. Well, happens. Hmm. Oh, we done some early poke, sure. Then go towards the surgeon here. Hmm. What's your opinion? on all of this situation. Any more valuable position, anything else to do to sneak more value out of all of this?
Could have gone high ground.
Do you have time to go high ground? There's you see that there's an active fight. I think at this point of time might be difficult. So I don't know. You just rotating through, right? You engage in the fight, so it's definitely too long of a rotation. Is there any other way for you to do something?
Good question.
Yeah, because it feels like the fight is lost, right? It's just you I think somehow at this point of time when there's a high chance for you to lose the fight, see how can you look for more risky plays? Look to commit a little bit more, maybe even so you don't have to be playing like not too passive, but let's put it this way: you engage and then disengage. You cannot do that. I think you have to commit more resources. This is where might even make more sense to use double blink. I think so. You go after the surgeon. Well, let it be just blink here, and the second blink is going somewhere there. So you have for bigger look for bigger commitment because now you guys are 2v5. I don't think it's easy for you to win. So you either do that, look for high risk play, or just look to set up for the next fight. I think. Well, kind of wait for another one. But you definitely can do this. Quick double blink. You don't have to just look for one. Double blink can be enough if you're looking for the quick what is that? Quick recall back, yeah, like you did there. It's fine. I think you can commit more resources. Throw off your aim a little bit more. You can go for more risk. Yeah. Well, it's not more risk in a way, just in general. It's just positioning wise. It's kind of more greedy angle, but you can maybe one to blinks quickly. Just shoot. You have a little bit more time. Who knows? You get a pick with that. Maybe not, but you can recall back instantly and still get in the same spots there. You just have to be quick. Have to be quicker. All right.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I think we mentioned quite a lot. Well, let's kind of see and summarize what we got out of today so far. What are the main points?
General more moving left and side instead of forward backwards.
So it's just with movement. Yeah, first is intention is to move right and left, and also towards the cover. There's another point. Only later you can you can walk back or forward. Okay, that was one. Anything else?
Waiting for the enemy team to use something, then going in. When I use something on my team, like a defense.
Yeah, definitely. So engage one enemy, make a commitment, and commitment usually means they use cooldowns and they walk into your space. With this one, when they walk into your space, be more careful. Yeah, see if they're actually doing that, so it's not in between. Yeah, they kind of have to cross the corner. Yeah, let's put it this way: they cross your space corner, or I usually sometimes use terms like friendly space, enemy space. Yeah, so maybe they entered your friendly space. Yes, they cross your friendly corner in a way. For example, here on the first point, okay, instead of fighting here when the wrist is between the corners, when she's walking from corner one to two, you can maybe wait for the moment when she starts walking from here to here and then do something because she will be more exposed to other members. I think you can look at that. Okay, they cross your space. Okay, is there anything else?
But it's goes somewhat in the same direction. General being more patient.
Right. Yeah, be more patient as well. I think can be helpful with timing too. Yeah, that's a good point too. Be more patient in general. This is just mostly connects with them making sure they make a commitment. Okay, if you got an advantage, I think as well. One of the points was look to use positional advantage. Yeah, you want to look to think about using positional advantage first and then ult second if needed. So it was about just that was about our tracer pulse bomb. There, let me see. I think we had something similar in our previous notes. I'm just using some of those before. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, I see it. Yeah, that point was from previous summary. Well, you can pay attention to that still, but you it was definitely you've been taking all these flanks more, I think. So maybe okay, I'm gonna remove this one. But yeah, just pay attention to timings more. Mechanics. Mechanics. A little bit better trigger discipline. Keep that in mind. And also keep an eye on your pulse bomb as well. Try to force out something from them first and then use your pulse, I think. Maybe their mobility and then do pressure with that. Right. Yeah, does all of it make sense today or any questions?
No questions so far.
Okay. Okay, sounds good. All right, then I'm gonna send you the summary after that. The recording is also gonna be linked in the summary too. If you're gonna have any questions later, just feel free to message me.
I will.
All right, I will see you later then. Good luck.
Thank you very much. Good luck as well.
Bye bye.
See ya.